Oh yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting is that
Going on here. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough in. Oh, hey everybody! Hello everybody! It's Dr. Nick. I'm starting with an accent. Don't do accents. Don't do accents. Don't do accents. I've got to keep running this and ramming it down my throat. Accents are bad. Accents are bad, guys. Ahoy! Ahoy and welcome aboard the Love Train. The Love Boat soon will be making another run. We just get this thing out on Twitter. Oh, log in at Bushka on Blitz. Not following on Twitter, you probably aren't missing out on much. The Love Boat soon will be making another run.
Have you ever looked at that tank?
Go. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for turning up. Now, I want to address just quickly, I'm not sure what you guys want me to do, but I've asked Wargaming a bunch of times to invoice the tanks that have been won, and they have so far been pretty recalcitrant, pretty slow at things. So I'm asking and asking and asking, but I want you to understand that if you've won a tank on stream, there is absolutely nothing I can do for you to make it turn up, apart from ask Wargaming, and that's been done. So the ball is completely out of my court right now. There's nothing I can do for you. Today, we're going to be doing the Tier 10 medium tanks. Now, I'm going to exclude the M60, obviously, and the 121B. They're not tech tree tanks. We're going to have the Americans, the Germans, the Russians, the Brits, the Japanese, and the Chinese all step up to the plate. And I'm going to get the ones that I like the least. Well, the one I like the least out of the way first. This is a WZ121. It has a 122mm gun. It's been buffed recently, right? So that is a good thing because it needed a buff. It was on a street called Struggle. When it was first introduced to the game, it had very, very low damage per minute output. Oh, Jakey Matthews. Ahoy from New Jersey, a.k.a. Tank Destroyer 185. Jake Matthews, you monster. 25 Deliros. Thanks,
Ahoy,
mate.
Bushka Jake from New Jersey, aka Tank Destroyer 185.
Thank you very much, man. Let's play you a little bit of Here Comes the Money while I bring up my tank compare.
Here we go.
Money talk. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much, Jake Matthews. So it's now got 3,000 which is basically the same DPM, well, less DPM than a Black Prince. Which is terrifying. Terrifying indeed. Now, that doesn't matter though, because it's not a DPM tank. It's a 400 alpha gun tank. What you want to be doing with this tank is making sure your shots hit. You can get your shots hitting, you're going to do well. And you want to trade with, you can trade with heavies, you can trade with anyone. You've also got a 6 degrees of gun depression gun. Now, that got buffed. It was originally 5 degrees, and it was just really hard to get shots. The dispersion on the gun, .335, again, is not bad. It's like you're playing a tier 10 heavy medium. That's how you should basically play the tank, and you should be looking for opportunities to put that 400 alpha into the game. Now, Pika booming is the go with this tank. You want to play the Pika boom lifestyle, you want to take a shot, and if you've got to make a trade, you want to take one back that's less damage, and you want to give one back that's bigger damage. That means you're basically only going to try and trade with tanks that are 310 alpha tanks, like, you know, or 350 hit point tanks, you know, like your tier 10 mediums, like your... Ooh! How many tier 9s in this game? 3 tier 9s on this side. What have they got? 50B, IS-7. What have we got coming up here? Nothing. They're all going down low. There's the 50B. A little bit worried about what's going to be up here. Wow, my ping's at 112, 108. That's the lowest I think I can remember it ever being. Being far too aggressive here, but they appear... Oh, no, there's the bat chat. This is a tank we can actually hit pretty hard. We've got to really crack crappy roll there. We haven't seen their 268 or is it the... He's capping down there. Batchat's... He's not long for this Earth if he keeps going on like that. He's going to get wrecked. Righto. No worries with the Batchat. Oh, this feels silly, but we're going to do it. There's one of their TDs is spotted, the Object 268. Should be able to get shots down there into the 50B. Oh, he's already down. We're just going to cut out the middleman here and push straight down. 704. 07 still down. Looking for chances to flank and put in 400 alpha shots. I'm going to try and drive this in on the foliage there so that I can get shots across here without being spotted. It's the 268. I've just got here in time to have absolutely no targets. I push up on this 268 and actually try to harvest some of his hit points. Get to his side. Dead, so he's gone. Wow, we've really not taken a lot of incoming fire here. It's our first hit out. Gonna have to pop in a sec. The 704 might be targeting us. Another hit. I'm gonna go down and clear this 704. It's at Leo 1. Leo 1's going up. Solid play there by the 704. Go out, but still not going to help him. It's Leo 1 to go now. Not a great game, really. Just a pretty interesting. They really didn't throw much up top on the Batchat YOLO. What are you going to do? You take what the game gives you, you run it nice and simple, and you get out of it what you put in. There we go, 1460. That E3, they just came into him. Unbelievable there. Have another run in the Woman's WZ121. The uptick in the tank's damage per minute numbers really made it possible. Like, it made it a much more viable candidate for tier 8. Tier 10, sorry, tier 8. God, tongue. You're now looking at a tank that is no longer the worst in terms of playability for me at tier 10. One thing I will say about tier 10 meds is they've been brought back to the field a lot in the last 12 months, last 18 months in fact. These were the tanks that dominated Blitz for such a long time. The 140, the 62A in particular. These were all tanks that really were dominant forces in the game. They had amazing DPM and they had positions that they could go to where they could farm heavy tanks, which was pretty terrifying for heavies. It's a better shot. That's 62As in an odd spot. They're really doing some odd work here. I'm not sure what the plan is. No, they're being super aggressive here. And you get a bounce, which is ideal for no one. Gonna move before this chieftain gets back around as well. We're gonna eat this. I don't know what our team is doing, to be fair. Man, I can't help you with that. But that was good. That was good. You saw the tank was fine. It was absolutely nothing wrong with the tank. The team just decided to commit ritual suicide. These guys are going to get there eventually, but what are you going to do? You get that on the big jobs. let me have a look at the chat here.
So, Bushka, you don't cap much even when you play Supremacy.
It depends on the map and the tank, man. Like this map, trying to cap on this map before tanks are spotted is literally just suicidal. It's nuts. And the other game, Naval Frontier as well, you're pushing down in the middle of a bunch of TDs and getting in a cap. The only thing you're doing is letting them know you're there. And it really didn't look like it was going to be a necessary evil. That was a solid game from the WZ. We're killing it. We'll play another one. We'll play another one in the WZ. I'm not doing a Churchill gun carrier. No! I'm not doing a Churchill gun carrier stream. You don't know how much money you'd have to pay to get one of those things out, mate. That ain't gonna happen. Cease your carry on. Oh, you're right though, every single game is Supremacy.
What about a toaster stream then, Bushka?
Have you ever played the STB before?
I'd rather eat my own legs.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to push up the top here. Again, this is a nice spot for this tank. It's not bad for that M48 A1 either. Fair. But the angles you can get on this turret are pretty unlucky. The angles you can get on the tank, and the turret's pretty strong. I'm watching the mini-map. Can't see any TDs spotted yet. I might have missed one earlier, but I just can't see any yet. The tanks on my team, we've got a heavy in spawn, which is never really ideal. You can see this clown up here. There's one TD, that's a T30 spotted. We're still missing a waffle. No way. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive here. Guessing the waffle is down there. Not certain, but I am... Okay, where's that Leo? If he pops on the map before we move out here... Don't want to get stuck in a DPM brawl with the Leo. There's the waffle he's pushed down. I'm going to follow this M48. There's the Leopard. He's popped. Waffle's wanting to push around this corner. They're in a really bad spot, those guys. Just want to get across here. We're going to get someone coming around the corner as well now. This Leo's going to be trouble. There's another medium coming too. I'm bailing out of there, man. That's like a horrible position to be in. We are now the outright flank of the team. Got an IS-8 that's in spawn still. Going to get up on the flank of this guy and jump in this A-cap. And get some hull down shots at this Leo. Yeah, they're starting to get eaten up here now. Cool. Now if they push on... Under this Leo bite again. He will. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Where the hell is the T30? Let's try and clear this waffle. There's the T30. Cool. Jump in the cap. Have a taste of that, buddy. A trade? Let's make trades. 100's down, T30's at the back. Okay. drive out of here, keeping that between me and the T30. Hopefully. Oh, no. It's got the turret. This is so much more drivable and playable than it used to be, this tank. Like, on a whole different level.
What exactly was the buff, Bushka?
It got gun depression, it got damage per minute. I think it got a buff to the, slight buff to the dispersion as well. You've also got 8 seconds on your reload, right? So that's a really good idea when you're playing Peekaboom. It's perfect. Your reload and your camo reset are nearly exactly the same. So your camo reset is 9.8 seconds. Your reload's 8 seconds. So you fire and then you start pulling back. By the time you get behind stuff, it's going to give you a big benefit because you're really not wasting a lot of DPM. Whereas if you're in like a T62A, you fire and pull back and wait for reload to set, well, you're wasting a couple of shots. There's no way you can get more out without being spotted. So that's the whole theory of this thing as a Peekaboom tank, which is cool. Let's play the STB1, which is, again, a very, very different tank. And one of the good things that I think exists, and one of the reasons people love driving these tanks at Tier 10, is there tends to be a lot of definition between the vehicles. There's actually quite a variety of characteristics. The STB1 is one of a bunch of tanks at this tier that has outstanding gun depression. You've got the FV4202, for instance, has 10 degrees. That's great. STB has 10 degrees of gun depression. The E50M has 8 degrees. The M48 A1 Patton has 9 degrees. But they all have different ways of making use of that gun depression. Very different turret types, which is pretty interesting for me anyway. Leopard 1 is like all hellfire on wheels, but absolutely no armor. The STB looks super sexy, has a very, very low profile, but the areas either side of the gun are actually very easily penetrated, which isn't, you know, the coolest thing in the world when you're struggling along and you're hull down. So what you have to do with this tank and the FV4202 in particular is try and get it slightly above the enemy. That will really accentuate the angles. If you're shooting up at someone, the angles become very, very tough. Yeah, go. I'm not even looking at the game. No 183s, which has been amazing. Have we had a 183 yet? That's kind of nuts. What are their meds? 62A, 31. See if anyone pops the top of this hill first. You quite often get people sneaking and peeking the top of that hill to try and get early spots. It's worth readying up for a shot on that. Go, tagged one in there. And I'm going to reset my camo again. Snuck back down the hill. They got it, but they paid a lot for the C-cap. Awful lot for C-cap. Really easy to go over and contest that cap too. Oh, spotted me up there. Oh, the WZ113. Cheeky monkey. We got TD and a heavy back there. The hell? That's an IS-8. WZ121. That 54E1's pushing around. Don't even muck around. Let's just go straight to the heat. 4E1 is really low. Thank you very much, Sea Dingy, for the donation, amigo. E1's about to get foshed. I'll keep the 62 here, hot and heavy. If I can sneak across here. While he's still focused on me. Yeah, that's right. Forget about the guys behind you, man. Yes, hello, you've realised. You've seen all I'm basically doing at the moment is making sure, for the most part, that the only part of my armour that's visible is my turret. The Foch and I ran into each other, which was excellent. Screwed both of our shots up. Foch, don't push, man. Don't push. Gotta get this 62A done and then reset that cap. God knows where that went. Right. IS-8, is IS-8 getting that cap? I think he is. That's too late.
Gunter Gleben Glauten Globen.
Wrong.
That's what you get. Can't cap on your own on that flank, but regardless, it wasn't close. Gunter Gleben Glauten Globen. Thank you very much, Bronk. Thank you very, very much.
So how often will
My
you check
favorite
the mini-map
group ever.
during the game, Bushka?
I'll check the mini-map. Depends on the situation. Like, what I'm really looking for when I'm looking at the mini-map is if I'm wanting to make a move or rolling around, then I'm looking at the mini-map to see if it's feasible, if I can guess where things are. And I just generally want to keep a tight rein on it. Games like that are tough, and one of the reasons that that Supremacy can be very frustrating is I can push up into that C cap, but I'm going to get hit point traded out of there, and the rest of the team plays very passive. So, you know, you can get in situations where where is this guy? Okay, it's saying hi, Bush. Okay. So you get a kind of a weird choice between being passive and not getting the cap, or getting the cap but being combat ineffective. They had two guys there and we had none of us, so me or the WZ should have pushed up, but the WZs are heavy. Is that 183? We've finally got a 183 here. What in the world is our 57? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
God,
That's very, very aggressive.
Theron is trying to train an armchair quarterback while you play your game. He's telling you you're camping the whole time.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'd just like to point out there, and I was the furthest person forward on my entire team. So I'm sure you're right, but and I can get up there and die earlier for you if you want. You got to really, I mean, treat it. Each game is different, but can't push up if there's no one from your team there. The team's moved up here, so I've moved up with them. Only the 183 there, so I'll take a hit from someone else. Move medium tanks. Dear God. Dude. Where did that go?
Next!
This is us on the front line, A100. Don't know where you are or where you died, but we are definitely further forward than you are. So their bat chat is all the way back there in spawn. I've been wondering where the hell he was. We're shooting shots into the side of a KPF-70 and getting absolutely nowhere. Oh, he's AFK. That's fine. I'll make all the difference.
Hey,
Burn this guy down.
what are your ramblings with wargaming? Have you guys been talking about anything or know anything you can share as regarding other tank nations coming in?
No, mate, nothing, unfortunately.
That's what I thought.
You see, guys, how I switched to APCR there and shot under the tracks? It's the same deal as I was doing that IS-7 there. Pretty straightforward. You do that because you don't want to deal with spaced armor, and it might not be likely that you're going to get the shot in. It might be a tougher pen shot, but at the same time, it's your best bet. This is T-54's been solid as a rock. Good on him. That's so funny, Azza. Very true, Ouija. Where's that 54? Effective player. Well done, mate.
What's your favorite tier 10 medium?
At the moment, I always... I'll play another game in the STB, but I always love playing the FV4202, even though I don't think it's the best tier 10 medium. I have a real affinity for Hesh. Like, it's just fun. It's one of the best parts about the game is the FV4202 and the Sense 701, because they have these ridiculously high variable rates. Like, it can be amazing, but it can also be absolutely horrific. You know, that's how it is. People mistake, and I get this a lot. You need to just turn off the white noise. People who like that E100 and that, who are yelling to move, or the guy in the chat who's saying, you know, you're camping and all that kind of stuff. If you're in a tier 10 medium, your job is not to frontline. Like, there is no tier 10 medium where your job is to be the frontline tank. Unless it's an exceptional situation where there is not a single proper heavy tank and you're trying to, I don't know, like, push like mad, like on Himmelsdorf or something. Every other situation I can think of, for the most part, your job is quite literally to be a finesse player. What is their 62A doing up? That is a bad spot, dude. Really have screwed yourself, bud. They're going to poke again? Surely not. There's a 183 somewhere over there. There's a chieftain there. Get shots in a chieftain's hatch. Outside of his turret a bit. Not spotted because he was behind a bush, so is he. Oh, hang on, 50M's coming up here. We're going to have to start getting a little bit active. Someone's got to hit this guy, seriously. Good, 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 good. At least we're... Is there no one over there who wants to shoot this guy? Good stuff. Work, Grill. I mean, I expected it, but expecting it and having it actually happen are two different things. Spotted? No, it's not spotted. Oh, get out of town. Come on, buddy. See, that's my job. My job on this map is to hold this corner. I mean, it's the only job of mediums on this map. There's 62A screwed over their entire freaking team, hey. All he had to do was push this corner and contest it. And it's your job. Block out the white noise. Don't listen to the idiots that are like, oh, you're not moving, you're not doing anything. You're a medium tank. Your job is not to be a heavy tank. Very rarely will there be a situation where that's required, man. It's just not even close.
Bush.
Yep.
Metal Militia asked, do you think the FV medium line needs a buff on the turret armor?
No, not at all. The FV cannot get a buff on the turret line, on the turret armor. It would break the tank. People don't realize this about the FV4202. It is one of the best chassis upper glacis armor profiles in the entire freaking game. I'm going to show, I'll stop and show you guys this in just a tick. It's nuts. People don't realize this at all. So 5 enemies spotted. This thing is amazing for spotting. Hey, it's got brilliant view range. People used to drive this at the Twister Cup originally just because of the view range. It was the best view range tank in game. Show you something with the FV2, right? Let's have pen target 10 tank A to shooter tier 10. Let's make it medium tank like the E50. Turns that to. Look at the upper glacis on the FV4202. Square on, without any angling whatsoever. The FV has 311 millimeters of upper glacis. People don't realize this, and if you angle it, you are just joking. It becomes an auto bounce zone almost immediately. It's like a bread knife. Look at how steep that angle is. And if you buff the turret armor, what are you going to do? Like, that's just, it would be broken. What you want to do with the FV instead is use it like that, so that the top of the turret is the part, it's almost like an STB1, where the top of the turret becomes really, really acute, the angles, and it becomes an auto bounce zone. And it's not because the thickness of the armor, it's because of the angle that the tank is at. Okay? So if you buffed, yeah, you can go through the turret front of the room, like obviously, but you can go through the turret front of a Leopard 1 as well. Like, there's tanks in the game where you're not meant to be shot at. That is just the whole point. I'll play the FV for a bit. FV is such an interesting tank. I don't want every tank to have, like, the turret front. If you buff the turret front on the FV, then where are you going to shoot it? Like, if it's got a Centurion's turret, then it's suddenly, what are you going to do? Like, you're not dependent on the upper glacis. It can just wade in, and suddenly we've got the T62A all over again, which was a nightmare. It's already got 10 degrees of gun depression and hesh. I mean, I just don't know what to tell you. The problem with the... Yep.
You don't see them in tournaments, though, Bushka.
Well, you don't see most tanks in tournaments compared to, like, your IS-7s, specific tanks that get used. Like, there's going to be a tank that's best for everything. I mean, if you want a tank that's the best in tournaments, then drive a tank like the IS-7. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. There's always going to be a best tank and a worse tank, and a tank that's really good and a tank that's not really good. No way around that. You can't have every tank being the best. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't work. Competitive balance dictates that someone has to be better than someone else. WZ120 thinks I've forgotten about him. We don't have anyone on the right here at all. This is very, very rough. This is these guys up here at A and B, I'm just killing time basically, waiting for them to roll around and making sure that my Jagdpanzer P100 doesn't get psyched out and pushed on. There he goes. That's why you keep a Jaegeroo alive. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He sat that boy down. Oh my goodness gracious me. If I can spot, poke, get some people targets, keep them lit. Jaegeroo's set up nicely. We might be able to get one on the 183 very quickly. Gun depression's just not going to do it. Still can't see that WZ. Where is he now? Is he over or is he moved? Is that him?
This time it's not for you.
Okay,
it's for our mate Soul Slayer work.
Okay. A Jag is still in position, just being... They've got 2 heavies moving around, 3 heavies moving around. That means these guys down here are on their lonesome. That's HE, man. That's HE. Not only did it not penetrate, did no damage. What? No splash. M103 is going to have to push up. No, I'm not giving you anything. See that? That's how you roll the turret out, man. Now, a lot of people will say that this is a bad game, and I'd say to them, what's the point of the game for you? Is it playing smart and winning, or is it just being able to flex your muscles afterwards and say, I died at the front? Ask yourself that question. We played that very, very straightforward by the numbers. 6 tanks spotted. We made sure that that Jaegeru never got left alone. We completely intimidated that flank. I mean, that's how I like to play. If you want to play and be able to puff your chest out afterwards and say, I was at the front when I died, then take your hit. I'm happy to have you on. I want to see a Death Star with an auto-loading gun. PBJ, man. I don't want you anywhere near competitive balance.
Bush, do you want to address Austin's question about removing hit skins?
I've talked about this a lot in the past, so I've got my arguments all in place. Hit skins, I think, are a necessary evil for a mobile game like this. On PC is incredibly slow compared to Blitz. And we've already talked about one of the big issues that Wargaming as a company has is they lose 20% of players in the first couple of games. So people load up the game, go to all that trouble, do the tutorial, get out of the tutorial, have 2 games or 3 games where they get absolutely monstered, and then they're like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm out of here. And that's a legitimate problem. Now, oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, this is my job, but how we got here? Cool. If you don't have hit skins, it just becomes even sillier for new players. Like, it's not a problem for me. I can play without hit skins. I got absolutely no problems whatsoever. I can play without hit skins all day long.
Ahoy, Bushka.
It won't be me that gets disadvantaged by lack of hit skins. It'll be the guys who don't know what they're doing and are new to the game. That's who's going to lose out on the hit skins. And it'd be good for you. The longer you've been playing, the better off you'll be. Geez, Hesh is really working overtime today to deliver. Come on, 140. Do it. You know you want to do it. Just tap forward. Just tap forward. Come on, man. Tap forward. Oh, no. Thank you, Hesh. And then Hesh does that. And you're like, okay, that'll work. Yeah, I deserve that one. See, he's above me, man. That's a terrible spot to be trying to bounce shots or expose your turret in an FV. Where's that grill? Nice. There he is. Finally. Oh, it's the E75. Where's the grill? There he is now. There's the troublemaker. Basically playing the FV like a poor man's Leo. That's what I'm doing. I'm exposing myself very, very rarely. I'm using the gun and the accuracy of the gun to get the job done, rather than running around and just brawling and using turret arm to bounce like a T-62A. Good job. So, yeah, if you run hit skins, you're going to give people who are new to the game a chance, right? If you don't run hit skins, it's just another competitive advantage for guys who've played 20,000 games. And we already have enough competitive advantages for people who've played that many games. We have all the crew skills. We have all the crew, like the perks now. We've got full crew skills, like 100% crew skill. We've got, you know, maxed out tanks. All the modules have been bought, everything like that. We've got the camo. We can afford to buy camo for ourselves. We can afford to pay for the top provisions. We can do all these things. And then we've got the experience of knowing, being trained by the game itself to hit every single time.
Did somebody say hash? Hashgasm.
Thank you, Stinky, and all your fans. So you pull crew skills out, you pull hit skins out. The only person that gets a win out of it is the people who've been playing longer. And everyone who's new gets farmed. It's the same as bringing back +2, -2 matchmaking. I could probably deal with it. It'd be shit. I'd have to play Carnarvons against E100s again. Certain tanks would just suck. Comets would get to go and try and penetrate T-54s again with their 205 millimeters of premium ammunition, whatever. Like, it's basically just going to let good players farm bad players. It's ridiculous.
I know I wouldn't be around if it was +2, -2 again.
Yeah, man, it was a nightmare. Like, you used to get, me and Max would play Snake Eyes. We would play twin T-54s, right? And he would drive with 28 rounds of heat that had 330 millimeters of pen.
Bushka looks so calm, not getting tunneled.
He would go through T-43s like they were butter. There was nothing you could do to stop him farming you if you were in a tier 7 tank. Like, it was hilarious. It's madness. You can't do it. Yeah, Bushka looks so calm, not getting tunneled. You're not wrong, Bronk. So this is Bushka in his actual natural habitat, enjoying the game, not having to deal with freaking 6 clowns on the other team racing to see who can blow him up first. Now this is an interesting map for a tank like the Leo or the FV4202. It's a map that really doesn't lend itself to any kind of elevation, so you can't get your superior angles on tanks in this map. You basically just got to play it a little bit less aggressively. And I mean, I can't push out there into A-cap not knowing what else is down there. I'll try and... I'm spotted. Right, so someone spotted me. Have they got a light? No? Oh, okay. Their Sense 701 is going to play just crazy aggressive. There's the 50M. That's why you can't push. Like, I don't have any support here. The rest of the team is yet to turn up. That's not a hitbox, by the way. That's why it went through, which sucks. But, you know, you learn these things. Where are these guys at B-cap? This is ridiculous.
Enemy armor is damaged.
What the hell are these people doing? This is a loss. This is a 100% loss, and nothing can be done about it.
That bounced off. We nailed them bad. Turret hit. Rotating speed decreased. The track is damaged. We've lost the track.
Yeah.
Penetration. Track repaired. Drive on.
I still don't know what these guys in the middle are doing. Well, watch. I don't know what they're doing. We had 4 people, 3 people. Like IS-7, Object 140. I think the grill was in there, and someone else tapping B-cap. What are you going to do? Here's our T-54. And that's something you learn with experience too. Like, I knew there had to be other tanks there. There was, I think Sabo asked earlier, about how often you look at the minimap. We've got all 4 caps. This is hilarious. It's great, but we're going to lose this one because everyone's going to die. And you can have all the caps you want, but you look at the minimap and you see that there's 1 heavy on the other side, and there's 1 T-54 in A-cap. No one else is spotted, and you're like, I cannot push that T-54. I will be dead. The roof is on fire. Thank you, Johnny C. Oh my god. So I think we're all getting a fair grasp on the 4202, hey?
The roof is on fire.
Let's have a look at someone that was once upon a time just about the greatest tank in the game. Object 140. Its turret armor was peerless, really, apart from the 62A at tier 10. Its gun was phenomenal. It had better gun depression than the 62A, it had better armor, had that crazy Russian pen with unparalleled premium DPM. And it's been brought back to the fore a little bit, but not that much.
The roof is on fire.
What tank do I think is the most overpowered tank in the game? And I really don't know now, man. I think it's very hard to ever go past Kenny. As long as Kenny is in the game, it's hard to say anyone else is anywhere near that. It's okay. Our heavies are going to the right, as is their want. Fair enough.
We don't need no water.
Right, what I'm going to do here, there's one TD, two DDs over there, the grill, the object. I'm just going to fire one in here and see if I get spotted. Spotted. Interesting. There's the 95. He's bailing. Okay, I'm rolling out with my 54 now. Oh. Okay, they want to camp that.
Let the mother far carbon.
There is good news about the Black Prince being OP now.
What's that?
I can't farm in my Drac every battle now.
That's great.
It's actually been a little bit more difficult. I have to put effort in.
You've had to put effort in. Wow. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna get pushed here. Oh, and the E100's popped. Getting pushed. Stay with me, 50. Stay with me. 154. Where'd you go, dude? Where'd you go? Seriously? Dude, what were you even thinking? Well, that's what you get. Assuming. I mean, really. That's what you get for assuming, and you deserve it too, because you've assumed maybe 20,000 times before that someone was going to do something. They don't do it, and then if you act surprised, I mean, really, the only person that should be surprised there is the T-54, that I would think he was going to stay there and help me double DPM down the Object 140. If we had to clean that Object 140 together, that whole flank was done. 268 was rolling through. This guy could still do it, man. I mean, he's a monster. Let's do it. Okay, it's done. It's not unusual to be... okay, yeah, well, 54 to 300 damage. I figure he's just new, just dealing with tier 10s. He's figuring it out.
Bushka.
Yeah, man.
Can you do a brief explanation on what the differences are with the two different types of auto aim in the game right now?
Yeah, the current auto aim that is the new auto aim is predictive. So if someone's going behind a rock, it will move the gun to hit the tank as it's going behind the rock, only it will hit the rock. That's why it drives people absolutely nuts. The older auto aim just generally goes pretty much center mass. It's very, very important. Oh god, they've gone town. And we've got a guy capping C, so I'm going to cover him up high. Still haven't seen what mediums have they got? 62A and a 54. Yeah, they're down. They're down. They're down. There's a 54. Good job. Come on, buddy. Finish it off. 54. Good job. 62A. Let's find him. He could still be up here. I'm going to be pretty aggressive here. There's a nice little niche right at the back. This hill. If we find that grill again, we'll get shots into the side of him. Got to try and stay low so we don't get spotted as we come around this corner. Set up for the grill or the waffle. Okay, the waffle's dead. Grill's disappeared. It's a 54. Let's get some damage in while we can. Oop. Grill. Wow, this is a absolute thumping. We're just farming now. These guys are in a horrible position. This is why you don't just go the middle of town on this map. It's absolutely insane. I mean, you see games get one like this sometimes, but it's just rare as hen's teeth. Bosh going, go buddy, go, 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 go.
He's going to pull out the Parnelli Jones reference next too.
The 62A that really should have gone top is about to be the last bloke to die. Our T-54 is deservedly going to wreck him. Go 54, finish him buddy. Finish him! Oh, good on you, mate. Alright. Still very mobile, the Object 140. It's still a pretty mobile tank. Hey, it's also got to be pointed out that I'm playing these tanks solo, right? So when you are solo, you want to make sure that you're not exposed, because as you saw in that last game with the T-54, or the game on Fort Despair, you just can't... Oh, Kasim! Kasim! You might remember Kasim. He is a master driver of the Foch. Very good player. Now, I have contributor on EU, Asia, and North America. This might look like a bit of a weird spot. I actually quite like this spot. Instead of everyone else that gets up there on the edge. 62 is about to fall. Okay, we're going to push down here. Let's clear this guy. There's a 62A. Bounced in. Got no gun depression, so if he's going to hit me, he's going to have to expose himself to do it. Sim might have bailed here. If he's smart, he's probably bailed, and he's a good player, so I'd expect... Oh, no. Stayed. Probably because I'm here. That's a shot that you won't often see hit on the M48. I'm basically hitting the guy right next to the gun mantlet. Most people like to go high there. I like to go low. Just because it's a tank with a strong enough turret that's a doable thing. I can't see that Jaegeroo, so I'm not coming out, man. Oh, he's just fired. Waffle is unspotted. Sim's probably the best player on their team. I'd suggest he stayed there where I was because I was there. If you want to see how good he is, you should check out the Foch video I posted where he gets like 6.5k damage, 7 kills in the tier 9 and then the tier 10. Oh, it's a tractor. Let's just go
Where
there.
H must have known it wasn't going to be a TOG stream. No TOG love on the Asia server, confused face.
471. Oh my god, I'm gonna get farmed by the Jaegeroo. 396. Get out of there, Jaegeroo! Yeah, so rumors of the Objects 140 demise have been greatly exaggerated. Where JC must have known it wasn't going to be a TOG stream. Where JC is listening on his drive home right now. He's not disappeared. Okay, what time is it? Right, we're only going an hour. We've got a couple to go. Let's play the 62A. I'm going to stop and go through things, man. G'day, Rough Cutter. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you, everyone who's donated. Johnny C, Stagger Lee, Bronx, Stinky, Justin Place. All you humans, you're lovely. Jakey, thank you. Oh, Justin Place again. Toggity, tog, tog, tog. We might do a tog at the end if everyone really, really...
Pays for it.
Everyone pays for
You
it.
must pay the TOG. Ha ha ha.
This tank is kind of broken. It's got great armor. It's got great mobility. It's got the best gun at tier 10. Now, that's a big call. But look at these numbers. 11.5 rounds a minute. 11.6 rounds per minute. Okay? That's without running gun rammer. So you've got 3,591 damage per minute. You've got a gun lane drive on there, so you've got 2.4 seconds of aim time. And you can
The mighty
get that
Jingles
down,
got nothing on the mighty
you
Bushka.
can get that down to 2.2 seconds. And the dispersion on the gun, if you run it instead of the 2.2 seconds, which you don't need to, because you've got the most ridiculously good aim time anyway, is 0.244. I'm running a gun with 0.244 dispersion right now, and 2.4 seconds of aim time at tier 10, and 3,600 damage per minute. The only thing it doesn't have is gun depression. Camo, armor, DPM, mobility, all that. Okay. Why do you... What's wrong with you all? Why is it the TOG that divides the nation? God damn it.
At least they're not asking you to drive the gun carrier.
Yeah, that's a point in its favour. Bassfish is just throwing $20 out there to not get the TOG driven. Wow, I mean, that's a point of view I can listen to.
This TOG donation goes out to Where H listening in on his ride home.
This is the danger moment, man. This is when you absolutely freak out and hope you don't get hit by someone from the other side. That 50M is pushing forward on the other E50. Oh, God, I just got hammered. Oh, and I got another one. I'm dead. This is the job of a medium at tier 10, though. I mean, this is it. This is what you should do. Where the hell is our STB? Come on,
No
say
TOG, Bushka. No TOG.
Good job. Good job. Good job, sneaky turret. This is the job, man. I hate it, but this is in the job description. STB, you need to get your ass up there, dude. Yeah, it's too late. You should have been there ages ago. But every medium up there, and yeah, Chieftain and everyone, they absolutely did their job. Because if this STB1 can clear this 50M, just aim, good. That's it, man. This is a huge tactical advantage. Nice work. This
Thanks
is
for all
interesting.
the lessons.
This is actually a really interesting game, man. Oh, dude. What are you doing? You're a good player. You're in IR. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, that's brutal. That's the game. Right there. Oh, wow. That's the game, man. Okay. I'm going to play that Here Comes the Money.
Ha ha ha, you have to play the tog. I'm gonna make you money, buddy.
Here we go.
Comes the money, 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 I find it hard to get upset there, and I'll tell you why. The job of a tier 10 medium on this map is to get that corner. If I had been left out there on that corner, that's a 3,500, 4,000 damage game waiting to happen in a 62. I mean, it's not even funny. Wow. Bass Fisher. Bass.
Hit the like button, everyone.
Bass,
Do
you
it
gotta
now.
Stop, man. You gotta stop. Oh, Bass Fisher. Yeah, Wolf 89, you make a good point. I thought in the 62A I would be able to sneak under those guns. If you look where I was, I mean, I think you can say with a certainty that every medium in the game died because they got put in tough positions on the flank by each other. I mean, there's no way around that. We all worked hard. Look at the two mediums on their side. Both did under 1,000 damage. The STB one did 1,200. I did 655. We all basically did the right thing, went to the flank, contested the flank, and got absolutely nuked by the TDs on the other team. And you get that. That's all there is to it. Thanks, Johnny Soulslayer. Thank you, everyone, man. 3K for...
I will donate another $5 if you get 3K plus DMG and TOG.
And Bass Fisher, I love you, but the people really want to see a TOG game. What should I do, Bass? Come on, man. Talk to me. I mean, you've donated $70. If we're going by... I don't know what to do. Oh, my goodness gracious me.
I say you don't play it.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I would love not to pay it.
$70, man.
Yeah, come on humans, hit the like button, show the love and show Bushka you love what he does and show the folks at Wargaming and YouTube. Smash the like and show the love.
Oh, okay. That wasn't... okay. This is a position I only really ever take in the Object 263. I was not meaning to be here. I was not paying any attention. Let's be honest. I completely was not paying attention then. And, yeah. I'm going to get wrecked. I'm going to get absolutely wrecked here.
Lol, Bushka's mental breakdown is what I look like. Hashtag life as a gamer.
Oh, dude, they're still at the back. That 524 was an Object 263. They've all pushed around. I really wasn't paying attention. There's a 263, as expected. Bass Fisher. Okay, that's it, man. I can't play the TOG. Bass Fisher just donated, like, Bass Fisher just donated $150, you clowns. How can I play the TOG when he's done that?
God, show the love in chat, guys.
Bass Fisher, you legend.
Do not play it.
Oh, God. Love you,
Damn,
Bass Fisher.
Can I get $100 too?
Can you get what?
Can I get some money too?
Can I HE this guy? Oh, I missed it. With this gun, I missed it.
Staggerly.
Go on,
See, if you
183.
were playing the TOG, you would have never taken that position on Mayan ruins.
This is
You'd
true.
still be moving down the hill.
That's exactly right. Bass Fisher, we love you, man. Thank you. I think you've made a point there that I shouldn't play the TOG. No, I won't. That was a bad spot to be in. Kids, do not go to that position I just went to on Mayan ruins. That is a bad place to be, right? You do not want to be there.
For $170, he'll play the like tractor naked.
Bronco's been ripping into the Crown Royals again. Bass Fisher, my mind is made up. No more TOG donations. Bass Fisher's one out. That's it. No more. Stop it. I'll have to do another TOG stream at some point. People have put money in. Oh, dear God.
The anti-talk.
I'm pretty unfocused at the moment, but thank you everyone. Jesus wept. Where am I going? This is another really aggressive position we're taking in the 62A. That position I was in on Mayan ruins, by the way, guys, I often go there in the Object 263, which says a lot about the 263. This is way too exposed, hey. They've got a light tank too. They've got a bat chat rolling around here. Try and pop A. Got him.
Someone thinks you've been playing the 62A for too long.
Yeah, they're probably right.
Yeah, you do love the tank.
I love it to bits, man. This is one of my favorite tanks to play. It really is. Where is that 183? That is the big issue, hey. He's currently unspotted, and I don't want to be the guy that finds out where he is.
That's it. You should, yeah, that's it. You make a TOG loop and just let people watch it 24/7. Never stop it.
Cap A. Please don't be on my left 183. Please don't be on my left 183. Please don't be on my left 183. Okay, after this, I'm pumping back to our spawn. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That Leopard 1 just bounced me off his side? Are you freaking kidding me? Good job, team. This team has done really well. I'm going to go and help our 183 out with this bat chat. The team's played this really solid. Oh, he needs not much help at all. Sit down, bat chat. There's their hammer, who has just done bugger all game. Yeah, all report our 183. You're not wrong. This is one of the reasons why people hate that tank so much. He's literally just sat there and done nothing. Wow. I mean, I did what I had to do. I got a cap, push that bat chat, reset it. That's all there is to it. Now let's talk about the E50M. This is such... Yeah, I don't like the TOG stream at all. This is such an interesting tank now. It's gone through a lot of changes. They put the armor around the mantlet up to 250, then they dropped it back. They struggle with the E50M in terms of game balance. And the reason is, it doesn't have a lot of DPM. They buffed it a little bit, but it used to be like really, really low. And it also didn't have gun depression before. Now it's got 8 degrees of gun depression, and the turret armor has gone back a step as well, back to pretty much what it was originally. I've never really struggled with the tank. I've always really enjoyed it, and I've played it in a specific fashion, which is as a pocket battleship. I play it like a little heavy tank. It can side scrape in a pinch, particularly against tier 9 mediums. If you get stuck on a flank with tier 9 meds, you can do the side scrape thing. We've got a Leopard 1 up against us, which is an interesting adversary for this tank, simply because this tank's got it covered in armor, and it has a gun that's every bit as good as the Leopard 1's in terms of accuracy. See if the Leo's going to pop up here. 8 degrees of gun depression has made this a very interesting vehicle. I mean, that's a shot. It's pretty easy to get nowadays in this tank. It's always had a little bit of gun depression over the sides. Another tank that has gun depression like that is the RU-251. A lot of people don't realize the RU-251 has good gun depression over the sides of the tank. It doesn't really hurt it when you consider that it's got no armor at the front anyway, so if you show the sides off, it's going to be the same kind of deal. This is a sucker play now. The top of this area is available, but it's really no good going for it. There's their Leo 1. He is camping as well, so I'm going to go to heat here for the IS-7 just in case we can get a pen on him. Switching back to APCR, get one as he goes down the hill. That's the IS-7. You hit it square in the sides, and it's just not enough. Don't know. Oh, we did it! We got it! Damage by shot! Did you see that one pop up, boys and girls? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this is a really well-armored tank, but if we poke out here, we're going to get wrecked. You ready? We're going to poke. Let's get a look. Just keeping these guys on a swivel, wanting to poke, wanting to see if we can find any of these TDs at the top, because they are definitely in spawn. I mean, there's no two ways around it. They're camping this hard. I'm going to knock this bush over. That might bring them back out to have a look. The rest of the team's being pretty solid here. They're pushing down. Yeah, there, we're spotted. There's someone behind a bush in spawn, basically. There's no way around this. Like, they're severely camping it up. There's still 4.5 minutes left in the game. We're not even to the halfway point. And you'll get people who'll go, oh, stop camping. Don't be a camper. You're a scrub. You're a camper. There's that grub in the Bushka spot. The game's not even halfway over yet, dudes. And there's still 7 of them left. And this is where you got to hug your decision-making self and block out the white noise self. And don't let the hubris of the game get you. Because I am completely isolated here. Here we go. If I get pushed on alone, I could get wrecked. There we go. There he is. They've got 2 183s. All I'm going to do now is just keep him spotted. I mean, it's insane how much damage that tank put out. And how much it is a complete non-entity in terms of dynamic gameplay. There we go, we got assisted damage there. Here comes the Leo. Here comes the 183. Just letting the game come to us. Still 3 minutes to go. This Bat Chat needs to bail, man. He is going to get screwed if he lets that 183 roll up on him. I'm trying to spot. Here's the Leopard 1 here. 183 is the one we're worried about, though. Good job, Bat Chat. I'm into the 183 again. That's alright. He got a low roll. Get into him, Bat Chat. Get into him. He deserves every single moment of it. Eat this, big buddy. Woo-wee! Still 2.5 minutes left. I mean, people have ADD, honest to God, this game, and you can use it against them. If they're sitting there and they really worry about, you know, not being at the front line or something, just insane. Good job, team. Good job, team. Nice work there. Now, you saw two shots there that I would never have got in the old E50M. That shot on the Leopard was one, and the shot on the AMX 50B at the start was one as well. Giving this tank 8 degrees of gun depression means if you play it with patience, you are going to really be rewarded. 8 degrees of gun depression is the same kind of thing that you get out of a T110E5. And that's a good gun depression tank, right? The other thing, obviously, as someone in chat just pointed out, Russell Westbrook did, you should be ramming people in this thing. Like, it is fantastic in terms of ramming. It is just an absolute joy to ram with. I've not looked at the mini-map here. So we've got 3 mediums out here. We've got 2 183s. Oh, the 183s are really... And that guy's from EHR. You might remember them from Twister. They are a very, very good team. So that's not good. 183 and a mouse. Gee. Okay. I'm not too keen to be involved here. This is not fun. Watch out. Oh, no, no, no. Our M48 A1 is going to get eaten alive if he gets too aggressive there. I'm going to try and help him. I don't know that this is a wise move, but here we go. We've got to clear him before this guy gets... I'm just going to have to eat one from this scent. God, that guy has gone absolutely nuts. Why did he push there? What was he thinking? That was wild. Tracked him, but didn't get the kill shot. There are still guys behind me. The guy over there in the 183, I am not moving forward, man. Not with that dude there. Scent's there, the mouse is there. I'm going to try and get some shots. There you go, there's the 183 doing his business, so we're clear to get a shot here at least. No, 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 you're gonna get hammered! Here's the 183.
Those air guys are probably pushing that 183 up on top of building. Crazy kids.
We're screwed now. There's another 183 coming. And another one over there. Seriously, that game was lost when those dudes just rolled over the top into the zone and got wrecked. That was absolute madness. 2 183s there, and you push into them. But you're seeing how tough this tank is, man. It's really good. Like, that was a pretty solid effort by the 50M in what was an otherwise desultory performance by the rest of the humans. That 54 and the yeah, they really should never have pushed over that hill. That was just madness. Madness. Interesting. Again, 2 183s on the other team. This is why people get really frustrated at tier 10. They're never going to remove it. It's got to be one of the most top-end money spinners for wargaming there is, because so many people don't like the mid-tier brick TDs, and they will just throw cash to get all the way up to the thing that does the most damage in the game. I mean, that's all there is to it. You just got to tip your hat to them and move on with life. Now, we're going to try to roleplay. If this is a supremacy map and we'd be covering this C-cap, that's what we want to do. The big challenge here is going to be don't get deleted by 183s and don't give your drive wheel to the mediums out here. How was I not spotted there? Because there's going to be two 183s over there. Oh, that Patton's going to get absolutely eaten alive. Oh, and we're going to get really isolated out here. Oh, Patton, don't do it, man. Oh, my God. Unless their 183s are up in that corner to the top left, behind the Pitbull, and their 54 A1 hasn't been spotted. There he is. Take it all back. Pitbull's still pretty, yeah, man, that was, we saw that coming a long way away, didn't we? Now we're in a really interesting spot. One of our TDs has moved mid. The other TD's at the back. There is 181. Oh, it's a T30. They've got two unspotted 183s still. We know where they are. They're just not spotted. They're in, oh, hello. Bounce. Seriously? We might be able to sneak one in on him. They've got two 183s still right here. One down near the 53 one. One up there all on his lonesome. This is the dynamic gameplay that the 183 brings to tier 10. There's no way around it. This is the fault of the 183. Like, it's a joke of a tank. I'm just gonna... Oh, hang on. He's decided to push at the same time. Gonna try and keep this guy spotted up. Such a stupid tank. Such a stupid tank. So that's the E50M. It's solid as a rock now, guys. It is such a good tank. Amazing gun, great armor, gun depression. I mean, it's sluggish in the turns, but in a straight line, it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's now move on to the last two tanks. We're going to do the Leopard 1. This is, of all the tier 10 tanks, is like, wow, this thing is like, whoa. This is the tank that produces the most angst, I reckon, on people that see it driven by really, really good players and then go out and get it, and the resemblance between their gameplay experience and the guys at like the top 1% of the world is so dramatically different. And it's not funny. Like, the Leo 1 is just a brutal, brutal mistress. If it's not working for the Leo 1, then you're in massive strife. So they got a bat chat.
Sharing some love and prosperity.
1, 2, 3, 4. C's being capped. 2, 3, 4, 5. The bat chat is over there as well. So it's inviting me to go and cap A. Now, if one of their heavies is pushed out here, or we've got a grill being a smartass, I could be in real strife. So I'm very, very aware that this is not that safe a spot. Bat shot. Okay, we got our cap in. Let's start doing a little bit of work side here. IS-7s, honest to God. What are you going to do? Really? I mean, really? That's alright, we'll just bounce the side of a bat chat as well. I mean, IS7 I can understand. Bat chat though. Twice. We've bounced a bat chat twice now. Are you freaking kidding me? You can't be serious. And now we bounce the side of a Chieftain Mark 6. You have to be making this up. And bounce the side of a Chieftain again. Look at that thing's turret go, man. Nuts. RNGesus, take the wheel. Bounce that, buddy. Gotta clear this guy before he reloads. $1,002. What? You've got to be kidding me. That was all my fault. IS4, I'm gonna help you do this, man. IS4, you get all the hits in you need, man. It's working on his track. Keep hitting him, mate. Keep hitting him. That's it, buddy. You keep doing it. You keep spanking him. I'll just keep him sitting here. Good job, amigo. Good job. I mean, that's RNG, man, at just an insane level. I hope you guys saw that. That was just insane. But that's the gun on the Leo 1. That's just the gun on the Leo 1. But also, that's the brilliance of the Leo 1. Like, you saw how fast that tank changed from hitting that flank to being balls deep with a Chieftain and CODing a Chieftain who's got that super fast turret. Like, it is such a fun tank. But if that, there's a reason the 183 and the Jaegeroos started tunneling, because everyone likes big numbers, and there are very few bigger numbers than a HE shot into a Leopard 1. Now this could go very poorly. We're going to be really aggressive here, guys. I would not ever recommend this in a Leo 1. But hells, it's a stream. We're having a good time. Let's just do something dumb. We're going to spot early. We go. We got a hold of the object. He can see me. They can all see me. They're going to want to come and get a little bit of Leo 1 for lunch. That's great. One thing this does do is it drags the rest of your team along. Oh, he blind shot. You are kidding me. I just got blind shot for 640. That is ridiculous. Ah, well, never mind. I knew it was a tough idea when I did it. Still not spotted. There's their bat chat. There's a T57. Their 268's over here. See anything else? Where the hell is the 183? Oh, buy it. Let's go. Let's just YOLO at this 268. Tell me this hasn't got disaster written all over it.
No, nonsense.
Yeah, there he is. There's the 183. Maintain current levels of camping, boys.
I swear to God!
Yeah, well, we knew that was going to be a nightmare. Let's just do a quick run at the M48 A1 Patton. Now, that was never the way to play the Leo 1, right? That was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't do that. I do that all the time in like the M48 A1 and Co, where you can actually use gun depression and bounce shots, but that's madness in the Leo 1. That was just insane. Don't ever do that. Yeah, so M48A1 has been used a lot in tournaments lately. And Sabo mentioned tournament tanks earlier. And this is a tank that's really, really moved on up in the tournament ladder. It's had a complete restructuring of its turret. Its turret used to have this god-awful tumor on top of it. And it was like a massive weak point that people really could exploit on the tank when it went hull down. And they changed that up completely, and it revolutionized the way the tank works, because basically this is a tank that does in fact have very, very solid chassis armor in a really odd way. It's awkward. It doesn't give you anything that's expected. So there's definitely one medium here. God, our Leopard 1 is doing what I did last game, which is a terrible idea. He is going to get chewed up. Our Defender of the Artillery's over there. G'day, Dota. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Dota's up there. I'll have a crack at Dota.
Where's the Leopard round?
I've done the Leopard once.
No, the Leopard round.
Oh, that's downstairs, man. We are so screwed here. I basically turned up here because Defender of the Artillery's here. He's an old mate. You might remember him from Patreon. And surrounds. We've already lost that medium. Got a little bit of love into that M103. That's Pratap as well. I know him. They've come for me, man. They have absolutely come for me. These boys are not screwing around. This is old amigos coming out here to wreck me. The grubs. Pratap from Surly. We're about to get smashed and crashed. 50M's pushing back. We are lonesome out here. There's a grill as well. I'm on my own. I'm about to get hit from the grill from the left. About to get hit by everyone. Yeah, that was always coming. As soon as I saw who that was up there, I had to go and play it. Yeah. For Tap H. Good work, mate. And Defender of the Artillery. For those of you who don't know, Surly is Grump. Surly is our original clan called Grump, but everyone got sick of being tunneled by people in game because of me having the Grump tag on. So they all changed their names. They changed the name of the clan to Surly. So that's actually a clanmate. Like Pratap is in the same Telegram chat as me.
I just advanced to level -1.
I've got an M60 rocket, but I just don't want to play it. Because it's not the tech tree, and I don't want to upset people on stream.
You know, but for 20 bucks.
Anytime you hear me acknowledge as I'm going into something that this is a terrible idea, all bets are off, right? That's just the only reason I pushed there was because it was Dota and Pratap. There's Pratap again.
Where is your M60? Are you not loyal enough, Comrade Bushkovich?
Let's go.
Yeah, Metal Militia, it's a very sad thing which happened in Florida.
Alright, I'll give the M60 a run out at the end of this.
You're referring to the shooting?
Yeah, let's, I mean, there's plenty of time to talk about things that are terrible. Let's just talk about tanks.
Roger that.
We've been isolated again.
We didn't even scratch them.
Is anyone going to turn up here? Or no? This is an interesting one.
Enemy is hit.
Yeah, our whole team is basically role-playing a sandbag right now. There's nothing you can do here, guys. This is just how it is. Our chieftain is in the middle of the field with his gun up in the air. We've got 2 TDs out there. We're just going to try and stay alive for long enough for...
One of our trucks was hit.
I mean, surely these guys are going to be dead, right? Surely.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We lost a truck. Vehicle destroyed.
No, they're just, yeah, okay. I don't know what to tell you, dudes. I don't know what to tell you, dudes. There is absolutely nothing you can do here. Turn the lamp down low. M48 A1 is a very, very good medium, but when it's when you've got 1 on 6, I don't think there's a medium in the game that's going to get the job done. Surely you can't be serious. Yes, I am, and stop calling me Shirley. Righto, we're going to go low. The big call here going low is getting the team to move aggressively but not stupidly, because if you go low down here and you just roll through, you get cut off and isolated if their whole team comes low. If we get enough people going low, we'll be apples. Now I'm going to spot up. I've got the gun depression, got great view range. This is a lovely tank for doing this, and it's not ideal because you'd love a little bit more armor, but still it's better than most. Oh, Scucks. All the boys are out today. Big issue here is the right. You don't want to get screwed from the right. So we're going to go a little bit cautiously around the base of this hill and set up. No, 54, no, 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 don't do it, buddy. Buddy, don't do it. Oh, buddy, 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 I don't want to. No, don't go out sideways. There is a grill and a 704 right there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
G'day, mates. How you going? This is what I was talking about. Exactly what I was talking about, man. The team has just absolutely lost its mind there.
Nice shot. They're hit.
Yeah. This team is determined to die. Man, I honest to God don't know what to tell you. I mean, those 2 guys there ahead of us, they absolutely screwed the pooch. There was no reason to push down there, and the AFK Leopard PTA doesn't help. We've had pretty decent games so far tonight. We were due for a run of lunatics. And that was... Wow. The AFK Leopard and the Batchat and the T-54. That was a big dose of no way you're going to win this one. Maxie was actually just talking about playing Blitz last night. He said, oh, why am I download? And I'm like, oh, Jesus, if he starts playing Blitz again, prepare for the angst and the rage.
I want to watch those games.
Oh, yeah, me too. I want to be involved in those games. I'm actually going to push middle here and try and spot up early, just because I got such nice view range on this tank. Overlooking B. Got one person going to C. Our TDs are actually going down there. Wow. This is a weird setup for the team. Interesting. Leopard 1 is going ham there. 3 up top. Our Leopard 1 in a very compromising position. Seriously, Leo, Frankentank? Oh god, that guy's an idiot, just by the way. In case you're wondering, Frankentank, he's featured in... he used to just drive a Jag Tiger, and he would just whinge and moan and rage like a lunatic every time he died early like that. He might have calmed down a bit, but I'd suggest not. This guy in the 704 really needs to think about moving. View range on this thing is lovely, hey. Don't know where that went. You know that it would be untrue. Know that I would be a liar. They haven't really taken advantage, but they're 2 tanks up. Where's our 704? He's finally moved. 50M's got 2 TDs in front of him. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a great fun time. No, 704, get out of the way, dude. We're going to go and clear this 50B. Oh, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Hustle. Good job, bro. Good job. Leo 1. Come here, buddy. No, get wrecked. We got an AMX 5120 coming as well. One more. No, don't push, dude. Just let me clear him. You don't have the hit points for it. Okay, fair enough. Good. 704. Okay, they've got a Cap B. Unfortunate. Ow. Ran out of humans. Jeez. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not unhappy with that as a game in and of itself. We moved around all right. We spotted targets. We did damage. Just got beat. Only 4K. Do your best. Sometimes your best isn't enough. Yeah, we had cap, but we also had, they were about to get B cap, and they could have easily just gone and capped A as well. We didn't have anywhere to go. Might have been alright if I could have communicated to the 704 to chill back and we could double focus, but yeah. No, bro, Bobo, I'd never played War Thunder. So they got 3 meds. Where's our team going? They're going that way. Alright. I'm going to play pretty straightforward here. I'm going to play the middle. Oh yeah, that 183 wasn't spotted for ages, hey. Watch out. How much you can do with that? That 54 is kidding, right? That's madness, dude. That's gonna get you wrecked. That 54, bail, dude, bail. You are about to get pushed on so hard. Taught's there as well. Okay, I'm going to try and cover the Taught and the 54, who seem to be determined to hold this flank. One, two, three, four, five, six. We're missing 1 tank. I'm going to pump around here and try and put some... We're missing 1 tank. I hope he's not here. If he's here, we could be in trouble.
Another one like that should finish them. We've hit them hard. Looks like that one went right through. We've lost the track. We're immobilized.
Let's just DPM this guy now.
We nailed him bad. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Tobins and the 268 can play, by the way. It's quietly. Okay, but that's not going to help him. Okay, he's going to go down. We can get there quick enough.
Penetration. That's gotta hurt.
What's the Taught doing? This 68's about to pop here on the left. No, he's not going through the cap yet. Taught is hilarious. Okay, so he's in C. Go where? Oh, that was rough. We'll take the hit.
Enemy armor is destroyed. One of our trucks has gone. We can't move.
The side armor of the IS-7, boys and girls.
We've lost the track. We're immobilized. We nailed them bad.
Got it. The reason I was doing that is you notice I put my ass in the red circle, which meant I stopped their points from popping over. So there's nothing wrong with the M48 A1. It's an absolutely gorgeous tank. That's 3,800 and 3,200 2 games in a row. It's like, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And I'm going to give Tobbins from Feast a worthy opponent as well. that you'll see I put my ass back there into the circle so that it actually stopped their cap points from going up. And then once we had enough, I pulled back. We only needed one more tick. Now, the plus 4% to armor actually does affect the armor, man. It doesn't affect it in just putting a raw plus 4%. So if you've got 100 millimeters of armor, it doesn't become 104 millimeters. Right? It affects something to do with the thickness and the thickness of the armor. And I've asked people who work for Wargaming, they can't give us a straight answer. And it's not because they're not trying to. Because honest to God, it's just really, really difficult to explain. It's really odd. Because if you test it with the overmatch mechanic, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work, but it still bounces stuff. Like, it's been done with the IS-6's ass, and it's really, really crazy. So I'm not even going to try and pretend to know exactly how it works, but it's something to do with the type of armor. They may even had hidden stats in the game, like thick armor, thin armor, armor style, like, you know, particular armors is better quality of metal or something. I don't know. It's because, you know, they do that with terrain resistance stats. It's not all the one stat. Like, you go over a different bit of terrain, soft, medium, or hard, and you get a different result on M48. Yeah, it's magic. Good, great call, Neil. It's magic. Can you explain it? Magic. Guys, I think that's enough for me today. I think that's a fair exemplar of all the mediums, and you can see how much I like playing tier 10 meds. I think that should be fairly evident. And remember, the most important thing when you're playing a tier 10 med, like when you're playing pretty much any tank in the game that requires movement, is there is 7 minutes in the game. We always look at Blitz as instant. Like, if you're not doing something, oh man, you're doing it wrong. But you got to remember, like, there was a game I had in the E50M where we wiped him on Castilla, and I did next to nothing for the first 90 seconds, 2 minutes, because there was nothing to be done that was a good decision. You just got to take good options all the time, and if you lose, you're going to lose. Some games you're going to get crap teams, some games the other team's going to have be chock full of numpties. You got to, that's matchmaking. Matchmaking isn't just about the tanks. It's fair. It's unfair to everyone, so it's unfair. It's fair to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, everyone gets the same amount of teams that they're not happy with. Everyone deals with the same amount of play on the other team.
The next crate tank should be tier 10 TOG.
Please don't. Ian, never, 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 never. I really want to thank the guys that donated for the TOG stuff. I know it's all a bit of fun and giggle, but if it wasn't for the donations on streams, and I mean this legitimately, the YouTube channel would be next to nothing. It's in terms of advertising, YouTube is pointless. It's only stream donations that really make any sense at all. So thanks, guys, and thank you everyone who watches the videos. Thank you everyone who's part of the Patreon community, and thank you everyone who just turns up and has a good time. Hey, next stream is going to be Thursday morning my time, Wednesday evening EU time. We're going to be doing the EU stream, and then Friday morning my time, which is Thursday evening NA time, we're going to be doing North American stream. Same as every week. Yeah.
What about a giveaway?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway. I have not had any acknowledgement from Wargaming for some time now. And I just don't want to keep giving tanks away when they're not invoicing them. And it feels like giving a tank away is all well and good, but I'd rather not keep giving them away if it's just going to mean there's more people who are going to be disappointed. Yeah.
Thanks for another great stream.
Good sense. I mean, we don't, you know, you don't, and none of us want to see that happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who are badgering me for tanks, and I can't give them any other answer other than it's up to Wargaming. It's up to me. I don't want to do a giveaway and then just have more people getting upset. I feel really shitty about it because I've been giving away tanks and the system was working just fine, but it's just like I'm being ignored. So I'll chase it again today, and It's the thrill boss of your county. The reason I haven't responded to a lot of people's emails is I have a stupidly large amount of emails. Let's have a look at my primary. I've currently got 2,307 unread emails in my Blitz replay file, guys. I mean, some of these have multiple emails in every single email. I can't watch them. I don't have time. There is no way in the world that it's physically possible for me to watch these and actually have a YouTube. It's just not possible. There's no way I can do it.
Well, there is, but you know, you'd basically be dead in a couple of days because you'd never sleep.
I'll just get some matchsticks. I'll poke my eyeballs open like that, and I'll just sit here.
Well, do it. Strap you to a chair and have your eyeball.
Plan B, basketball cards.
Oh god, I'm not doing the basketball cards again. I mean, I was watching videos yesterday for stuff, and it's insane. I can't do it. So that's just one YouTube channel. Hey, like that's the replays for that YouTube channel. I still have my old email address, which gets, and I'm members of so many Discord servers and Facebook groups and the Twitter stuff, and it's Telegram. Like we got 312 people in Telegram. Patron server, and we've got Telegram for PUBG, Telegram for World of Warships Blitz, and Telegram for the clans I'm in, and Telegram for the PUBG guys and that I'm playing with. And I love you all, but there's no way I can keep up. It's just not physically possible.
You should hire an assistant.
They should pay me more money, and then I'll hire an assistant. Like it's just.
Yeah. If it means I get to live in Australia.
Man, just now we're getting in weird stuff.
Take
All right,
a
boys
look.
and girls.
It's a tent out in your backyard.
Oh, yeah, there's currently a building site in my backyard. You've probably heard it during all the live streams.
Yeah, I am.
You can share the doghouse with Manu.
Yeah, I'm in there often enough. All right, I'm going to jump out now, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for taking part, and thank you for being part of this. We'll probably do next week. I will do tier 10 TDs or tier 10 heavy, something like that. I really enjoy these tech tree streams. It gives me an excuse to drive properly. Like I drive in Blitz, but to actually do these streams, I stop and I break down what I'm doing and I talk about why I'm doing it and why this tank does this and that, and it makes me drive it in a manner that's actually semi-rational, which is great. Yeah, so let's save this and we'll call this tier 10 medium tech tree. And yeah, look after yourselves, boys and girls, and stay safe on the battlefield. You guys want to say goodbye? I know there's a few of you in here.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
I'll be listening from Germany next
Live
Thursday.
life good.
Listening from Germany. We're going to be pan-global, baby. Okay. Look after yourselves, guys. Stay safe on the battlefield. Until next time, bye for now.
Take care.